Holy shit. Sorry. I just watched Hunter x Hunter. I'm gonna need a minute. I need a minute. Hunter x Hunter is a 2019 IFC Midnight release. It was directed by Sean Linden, and it stars Devon Sawa, Camille Sullivan, Summer H. Howell, and Nick Stahl. This film tells the story of a family who has decided to live off the grid and make their living trapping furs. If you know anyone that is thinking about living off of the grid, please have them watch this film or try to talk them out of it, because sometimes it's not too great of an idea. In the film, which is set in the wilds of Canada, Devon Sawa plays Joseph Mersal. Mersal has a wife and a daughter, and together they live in a small cabin away from town, away from electricity, anything normal that you and I are used to. And they make their living selling furs, trapping, and he lives off the land. And it was apparently something that was passed on from generation to generation in his family. He loves this life. His wife, Anne, she tolerates this life. And his daughter, who is played in a stunning performance by the young Summer H. Howell, she knows no different. And so living in the woods and living off of the grid is just fine with her. Only Anne knows what her daughter is really missing. The main brunt of the story starts when husband Joseph realizes that a rogue wolf has apparently returned and is stealing from his traps, therefore affecting his ability to make a decent living. So against his wife's better judgment, Joseph packs up his hunting gear, tells everyone goodbye, and sets off into the wilds to find and kill this wolf, leaving Anne and Renee home alone to fend for themselves. He takes a radio so he can be in constant radio contact and promises he will be back once the job is done. Once Joseph gets out into the woods, this is where interesting things begin to happen. He stumbles upon a horrific scene, which I will not reveal, but it makes him realize that he is dealing with something more than just your average rogue wolf out here. So while Joseph is out doing this, back at the cabin, Anne is concerned because, of course, Joseph has not come home, and a stranger played by Nick Stahl is found injured on the property. And it's good to see Nick Stahl again. You'll remember him from Terminator 3, In the Bedroom, and Sin City. Hadn't seen him in a while, but Nick Stahl shows up in terrible shape. The family takes him in, and our story just kind of continues on from there. And as Joseph does not return, the situation gets kind of dire for Anne and her daughter, and she is not quite sure what to do. And so she sets out to find Joseph herself. To reveal much more about this plot would be to ruin the movie for you. So I don't want to do that. All I'm going to say is Hunter x Hunter is rich in atmosphere. The cinematography is absolutely terrific. This film really belongs to Camille Sullivan, who plays the mother. She basically carries this thing from start to finish. She is you feel such sympathy for her. You can feel her pain. You can feel her worry. And when she goes out looking for Joseph and falls into the situations that she falls into, which are not very pleasant, you really empathize with her. And this film, all I'm going to say is the ending just totally floored me. It left me sitting in front of my screen with my mouth hanging wide open. As the credits rolled by, I just had to sit there for a minute and go, okay, that just happened. This film reached down my throat, grabbed my ass, and pulled me inside out. How about that? Yep, that's what it did. And that's probably what it's going to do to you. Because this is one of those films where I'm going to say, wait for it, wait for it. Trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to give Hunter x Hunter a good solid 3.5 reels. I suggest that you check it out. And I also suggest that if you're thinking about living off the grid, don't try it. Not a good idea. In the meantime, subscribe, baby, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.